हिम्मते मर्दा मददे खुदा. सही कहा है. If you have willingness to do something and you are determined, you will definitely taste success one day. So today we have with us Mr. Yogesh Swami, who cracked CAT with a very good percentile of 98.8 or 98.9, I suppose. Right, Yogesh?
Yes, sir.
So,
98.95.
Yogesh, let me tell you guys, Yogesh is a boy who did his engineering, and he is from a border town of Fazilka in Punjab. So, I'm so happy to introduce Mr. Yogesh to you. So, Yogesh, would you tell about your decision of doing MBA? How you reached at this decision कि मेरे को MBA करना है?
Hello, everyone. So,
Yeah.
in my college, I did a minor in entrepreneurship, from
Right.
which I developed an interest in management.
Uh-huh.
Also, while working in my company, I came across people who work in various domains in management. So it developed my interest, and I always wanted to be on the other side of table to take decisions. So that's how I developed this interest.
Great. So, first of all, a big congratulations to you on hitting this percentile 98.95. And you managed to get 0.95 more than my prediction because this is your charter, right? I make this type of a chart for every student. And here you can see, guys, this guy has got 98. This is what I predicted, and so target was new IIMs, and he will definitely be getting better than that, right? So,
Yes.
coming to that, Yogesh, will you, there is a congratulation coming from our viewers on this. So, Yogesh, today we will take so many tips from you for our viewers and all those who are aspiring for CAT or who are dreaming to get this percentile like 97, 98, 99. So, yours is very, very close to 99. So, this is dream for many students. So, can you tell me about your basic schooling and how was your initial years of your education?
So I did my 10th and 12th from Sarvit Kari Vidya Mandir, Fazilka. Uh, I scored 10 CGPA in 10th and 94.2% in 12th.
Hmm.
I prepared in Bathinda in Akash Institute for my JEE preparations.
Right,
Uh,
right,
I got a chance to get into IIT Hyderabad in
right,
engineering physics department. So
right.
that is how my schooling.
Yeah, so you did your engineering in physics, right? So it's a quite different branch
Yes.
from the typical BTech or BE branch in computer science or mechanical that usually people do, right? So Yogesh, once you decided that you are gonna prepare for CAT, right? Was there any percentile score in your mind or any college with which you started?
Uh, IIM ABC was always the target.
I
I
am ABC was always the target, right? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
and
And
I always
I must tell our viewers that he got call from IMA also, right? So
yes.
congratulations on that, Yogesh. And once again,
Thank you.
okay. So our viewers, like Pooja has asked about your strategy. So I will ask your strategy step by step. In which section you got highest percentile?
Yes, sir.
In which section you got highest percentile?
Quant.
Quant. So what was your strategy for quant?
So in quant, as I come from engineering background, the
Hmm.
basics were already clear.
Hmm.
Uh, but even then, I spent quite a good amount of time to revise them,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
that because those are the foundation, and every question comes from those basic
Hmm.
knowledge.
Hmm. Hmm.
So after spending 2 months on basics, uh,
Hmm.
I started practicing quite difficult questions.
Right, right.
So, and in mock tests, selection is the key, as you always say.
Okay,
So
mock test selection is the key. So we also prepared for there is something called NanoCat and your what we call it as a mini cat.
minicat, minicat.
Right, right, right. So do you remember what was your score in NanoCat and MiniCat? Because I have in front with me your score for NanoCats and MiniCats.
I do not remember exactly, but
Uh,
in MiniCat, my average score was around 50 or 55, maybe
Right,
60.
right. Great. So it's absolutely right. Your score is very much near to that. So Yogesh, you are like coming from a smaller town. Like Fazilka is not that much known, right? Even
Yes.
in Punjab, people don't know where Fazilka is because it is very far away. It's a border town. At the same time, to my best of my understanding, usually the education and awareness in those cities is not that much, right? So
Yes, sir.
from where you get relative to what we call as a Chandigarh or Delhi, people are not that much aware about IITs or IIM. So you managed both. You managed to get into IIT, you managed to get into IIM. What was your source of inspiration which made you go so long in your career?
So, from my sixth class, I started taking part in Vedic math competitions on
Okay.
district and state levels. So,
Hmm.
from my sixth to till the 10th class, I played for 5 years, like
Okay.
participated in those competitions.
Hmm.
So, the develop in maths was always there. So,
Hmm.
given a choice between medical and non-medical, I chose non-medical because of mathematics.
Hmm.
And uh, I was not aware of IITs and NITs, but
Okay.
in our
Okay.
school, in
Uh,
our school, Akash Institute conducted and there it was a random like exam type. Like our school told us ki you have to give an exam. Some
uh,
external people came
uh,
to organize it, so
hmm.
I gave that exam and I got a scholarship in Akash Institute.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
when I got to know there is something called IIT for which I can prepare. And
Right. Right. So, Yogesh, would you help us understanding your background in terms of what your father do, what your mother does, right? And what role they played in helping you reach this stage in your life. Hmm.
so my father is a works in Punjab State Warehouse Corporation,
Right.
and my mother is a housewife.
Hmm.
They both have played very crucial role in
Hmm.
every step of my life because they always supported me.
Hmm.
Because whenever we take a major decision, because I was the first one in my house to live in a hostel after 10th class. I have
Hmm.
two elder sisters.
Hmm.
They both did their schooling in our city only, but I was the first one to get out of Fazilka and go to
Huh.
Bathinda and prepare for this
Right.
journey.
Right, Yogesh. I'm very sure that you are gonna be the role model in your city, in your town, and into the in people in country also. But especially, when you come from a smaller town, because I also come from a similar town called Patran, right? So there hardly anybody who really acknowledges, who understands, IIM and IIT as a as a career option because. There is not that much awareness that remains here. So I'm very sure that your success is not only your success. It will inspire and kindle many more students from your region to take this step and come to the national platform. So coming back to our cat journey, right? You prepared for almost 6-7 months, right?
Yes, sir.
So, was there any time when you lost your enthusiasm, you lost your rhythm, you said कि यार छोड़ो नहीं होगा, कुछ नहीं बनने वाला, or it was all smooth sailing?
So when I prepared my CAD preparation, I was in my town. It was because I have job to do, so it was work from home initially. So I was
Hmm,
able to manage it. But
hmm,
once the work from office started, it became very hard to manage studies as well as preparation.
hmm,
So
hmm.
I think in July was the month in which I felt like giving up, but
Okay,
then I thought I have already spent 4 to 5 months and it should not go into waste.
right.
So I thought it just a few months more and let's see.
Okay, good, good. For the sake of hard work that you have already done, so you can always think of continuing and not giving it up that early. So I'm so happy that you haven't given up and you continued, and today you are here with a very very decent percentile and almost very good calls from, in fact, new IIMs and baby IIMs, as well as your call from the old IIMs as well, right? So Yogesh, during your preparation, now we got to know you tell that the strategy for quantitative aptitude was doing the basics and then doing the good level of question. So being an engineer, right, we always fear verbal section. So would you
Yes.
like to give some tips or your strategy or your how you want to go ahead with your VARC thing? How you want to suggest our audience that they should go ahead with the VARC thing? Hmm.
So when I started my preparation, VARC my weakest section,
Hmm.
because we don't read that much English, because
Right.
from small town we are not
Studied in
equipped with
convent.
yes.
Right. Right. Uh,
So it was always my weakest section. But when you suggested some good novels,
mhm.
like Animal Farm, I remember studying Animal. That was my first novel I read,
Yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
it developed my interest into reading, really.
Hmm. Right.
So and we used to read articles, class discussions. Those
Oh,
really helped me, and
okay.
I would uh, and I would like to say, if something is your weaker section, make it your strongest, because
Hmm.
you don't know what will happen on the D-Day.
Okay.
Because
Right. Right.
even if quant was my strongest section, I got
Hmm.
equal marks in VARC and quant.
Okay.
So
Okay. Right, but your percentile in quant must be very high with that
yes,
marks and VARC. VARC आपको ना percentile नहीं देता जल्दी जल्दी, but overall में बहुत contribute करता है.
overall
Right?
score, yes.
So guys, those who are preparing for coming years for CAT, try to remember this thing. The VARC score, is a major contributor to your overall score. Right, quantitative aptitude is very important. The syllabus is large. People end up spending 60% of their preparation time, 70% of their preparation time on quantitative aptitude only. But let me tell you, you should invest the same time in VA, because VA, the possibility of score, the percentage of score that you are getting is much much higher as compared to quantitative aptitude. Okay. हमें पता लगा है कि यार तुम थोड़ी शायरी वायरी भी करते हो और तुम्हें फ्लूट बजाने का भी शौक है. सो आई गिव यू नो टू चॉइसेस. आइदर यू कैन प्ले फ्लूट और यू कैन डू सम शायरी फॉर our
Uh,
our viewers,
yes.
right, students
So
listening to you, right?
there is one share which I wrote few days back.
Hmm.
Uh, it goes like, छोटे थे तो पसंद बाजार के पकवान थे,
Hmm.
छोटे थे तो पसंद बाजार के पकवान थे, अब बड़े हो गए तो पसंद घर की रोटी हो गई, ए जिंदगी तो बड़ी छोटी हो गई.
अरे वाह भाई वाह, क्या बात है ना? ये तो बहुत ही अच्छा है कि अब पसंद घर की रोटी हो गई और जिंदगी तो बहुत छोटी हो गई. गुड, गुड, गुड. Thank you very much for sharing this piece, this couplet with our audience, right? Now, you scored 243 in NMAT also.
Yes,
Yeah. So can you tell me about the score of other tests, right, that you appeared? NMAT 243, SNAP,
I did not appear for Snap.
you didn't appear for SNAP, and IFT.
IFT I got 100 marks. Like,
IFT, you
the
got 100 marks.
official result is not out yet. It is
Right.
based on the response sheet.
Response sheet. So you should be getting a call. Definitely, you should be getting a call from IFT, right? I'm very sure.
Yes.
What about that? You appeared for that?
Yeah, I appeared for that.
Okay.
The response sheet came just 2 hours back. I
Right. Right.
haven't calculated the score yet.
Okay. Okay. Have you seen my answer key for quantitative aptitude yesterday? How many
For
questions you? Yeah,
for that,
for that.
yes, I was in the live with you when we
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How many questions
discussed.
you could do it right?
So I think I attempted 21 questions in quant, out
Uh-huh.
of which 19 are right, two are wrong.
19. So okay, 19 is a very good. So you can expect a good call from your Excel also. So coming back to The third section, which is a pain area for many, right? People fear DILR. So DILR में usually score में fluctuation होता है. आपके score में भी fluctuation हुआ? Was there
Yes.
fluctuation during the mocks?
Yes, DILR में it is always unpredictable section because
Unpredictable. So what was going in your mind when you started DILR this year?
so I really liked it because it is really like puzzle solving thing which everyone will like.
Mhm.
But when I gave mocks regarding DILR, the marks were fluctuating very much. Sometime it will be very good, it will be 40. Sometime it will be 20 also. Uh, but I kept on practicing, and uh,
Okay. Mhm.
even in the exam, it went really bad for me. Uh,
Okay.
I was able to solve only one set of DILR. I was
Uh,
expecting to solve two and third partially. That was my strategy, but
hmm,
uh,
hmm.
just one set I was able to solve. After that, what I did, the other sets in which Tita questions were there, I
Uh-huh.
randomly marked some numbers in those Tita questions, and
Okay.
तीन ठीक हो गई उनमें से और
ठीक हो गया. Luckily you got that. कई बार strategies काम काम आ जाती हैं. So that's good. That's good that you could get that. Now one mistake that you did during your CAT prep, which you don't want our next year students to repeat that. What mistake you did?
So the biggest mistake was uh, in the initial days when I used to solve the papers or tests or I used to give the tests.
Hmm.
मैं उन्हें बैकलॉग में डाल देता था कि उनको रीसॉल्व बाद में करूंगा एंड
Hmm.
जब बाद में टाइम नहीं बचा बिकॉज मॉक्स विल स्टार्ट एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स विल स्टार्ट तो फिर वो काफी दिमाग में बर्डन हो जाता है कि पेपर टेस्ट तो दे दिए बट नहीं पता
उनका
कहाँ पे गलत
और
किया
वो
था
नहीं हो.
so
Right.
it is
Right.
always good to analyze it just after giving the test. Don't
Okay.
keep it in backlog.
गुड गुड. ये ऋषभ जी एक क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं, सर आई हैव ए ऑप्शन ऑफ चेंजिंग ऑनर सब्जेक्ट बिटवीन इको हिस्ट्री साइकोलॉजी व्हिच शुड आई चूज फॉर एकेडमिक डाइस. I don't think that you will get any special marks just because of the subjects that you will have. All bachelor of arts should have the same weightage. I don't think that any subject wise weightage goes, but please do choose that subject where you are comfortable, my dear. Right now, Yogesh, you rightly said that people they appear for the test but they don't analyze the test. Now coming
Yes.
to your cat that you appeared, so I would be interested, or many of our viewers would also be interested in knowing that what was last few days before cat, what was their, like, what was their, because you are working also, so did you went for your taking a leave and then preparing for it, or what was your strategy for last 1 month, let us say?
So I took my like for whole year I saved all my casual leaves, and in the last month I took around uh,
Go ahead
hello.
please. Yeah, go ahead please.
So so I took around 15 days leave in my last month of preparation.
Hmm, hmm.
So that really, in that period, I focused only on giving mocks and analyzing them.
Okay. So, additional question to that, Yogesh, is like people who are working, right? Especially those who are having a full-time job, right? And they don't have an option from work from home. Even I know that work from home is equally taxing. You just save on the travel time, but rest things remain more or less same. So, what was your strategy for time management given you are working? And you
Okay.
have to attend classes also, cat also, job pressure also, maybe girlfriend also.
So how I used to manage the time, how I used to manage the time was, so in the early morning we used to wake up daily at 5:30 a.m. for your class,
Right. That
and it
was the time for the SoGo 100, right?
so So my day starts with that. Then it
Hmm.
was a 2.5 hour of with filled with healthy discussions and good number of questions.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Then
Hmm.
in my office, I used to take a novel with me,
Okay.
whichever was going on in the class. I used to read that. I
Hmm.
used to do some RCs while sitting in my office,
Hmm. Hmm.
and maybe read the Hindu editorials. After
Right.
coming back, I used to take 1 hour rest, and then
Hmm.
again study 3 to 4 hours
Hmm.
uh,
Hmm.
the section which I left. Like if it is quant in the morning, I'll do DALR at the night. If it is
Hmm.
DALR in the morning, I'll do quant at the night.
Okay, okay, good, good, very good. So, guys, all those who are preparing for CAT must understand when you are working, you need to schedule and plan your days such that you get enough time during the day to prepare. So, last year we, based on the feedback from the student, I shifted my batch to 5:30 a.m. in the morning. So, what is the benefit of that batch is that before 7:30, right? Before 7:30 a.m., right, you are done for the day, right? Especially those who have to go for a job on 9 o'clock, so they are at least not going with the burden. And when you are working, especially, you come back at 7:30 or so, and 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock you attend the class, then you really feel यार मैं मतलब focus ही नहीं हो पा रहा है क्योंकि the 21 batch that we did, it was a batch which was in the late evening. We used to have class from 8 to 10:30, but last year we shifted to the morning batch, and we got a bumper result and bumper response from the student, especially those who are working, because that was the best time. Second thing, for those who are not working, they were like they were happy that they were able to manage to wake up early in the morning for 1 year, क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग ऐसा करना चाहते हैं, 5:30 a.m. क्लब बात बनना चाहते हैं, बट कर नहीं पाते हैं. So, guys, if you have any question for Mr. Yogesh, you can also ask. I will show it on the screen now. Uh, uh, can you recreate that particular instance moment with us, Mr. Yogesh, when you heard about the result?
Where you?
कि आपने वो मोमेंट को रिक्रिएट करेंगे, कैसा था, क्या था, कैसे हुआ? हम्म.
After I got the result.
Yeah, the moment कहाँ थे, क्या कर रहे थे, just like what was the context that day, right? Who called you up कि भाई रिजल्ट आ गया है?
Uh, so जब रिजल्ट आया, इट वाज ऑल ओवर द लाइक ऑल द यूट्यूब नोटिफिकेशंस, ग्रुप सभी ग्रुप
हाँ,
में मैसेज आ रहे हैं, रिजल्ट आ गया. सो
हाँ, हाँ,
आई वाज वेरी, आई फियर्ड कि अभी चेक नहीं करूंगा, जब
हम्म,
फाइनल रिपोर्ट कार्ड आएगा तभी चेक करूंगा, बिकॉज रिस्पॉन्स शीट वाज आउट फर्स्ट.
हाँ, हाँ, हाँ,
But then I gathered some confidence and
हाँ.
uh, marks बनाए. Uh,
ओके.
I was expecting more than 90, but
ओके.
the summation was less than that. तो
हाँ.
तब थोड़ा बुरा लगा. बट
अच्छा.
जब जब बाकियों के मार्क्स पता लगे, तो सब पता लगा कि अगर मेरा बुरा हुआ, मेरे कम है तो सभी के कम है, तो वो ओवरऑल
हाँ.
परसेंटाइल भी कम चली जाएगी.
तो वो कहते हैं ना कि अपना अच्छा स्कोर आने से उतनी खुशी नहीं होती, उतना दुख नहीं होता अपना बुरा आने से, जितना अपने दोस्त का अच्छा आने से दुख होता है. So anyhow, I am happy that you got a good percentile in the last, right? So, Yogesh, any special preparation you did for other exams other than CAT? Like for CAT, whatever everyone suggests, you did that, right? Anything extra that you did for CAT?
No. Uh, all I did was your
Sorry,
class.
for non-CAT exams. For non-CAT exams.
For non-CAT, uh, for IIFT, I just focused on GK because
Okay.
क्वांट
हाँ,
और वीआरसी तो पूरे साल से कर ही रहे थे, उन 18 दिनों में ज्यादा तो नहीं कर पाएंगे.
ठीक
तो
है.
GK was my focus.
हाँ,
For
हाँ, हाँ.
that, my only focus was decision making
Okay.
because
So,
GK was already covered in IIFT. So
hmm.
in those period, I just resolved all the previous year papers. I did
Hmm.
all the decision making questions, and that really helped.
Okay, 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 okay. That's nice. So, can you tell us more about your hobbies? What you do? You like singing or doing stage anchoring or what?
So my hobbies, uh, in the COVID period, I used to do a lot of gymming.
Right.
I was very much into fitness, but
Uh-huh.
since the cat started, I have to leave it because job भी है, पढ़ना भी है, तो जिम भी
Uh,
अगर मैं जाऊंगा तो
uh,
because morning में तो क्लास है, I can't go in the morning and evening
mhm,
में पढ़ना है, तो I
mhm.
left it. But I resumed it right now after my exam.
Uh-huh. Right, right,
Apart
right.
from that, I learned flute, playing flute.
Okay, okay,
ज़्यादा तो
okay.
नहीं, basics I know.
हाँ,
And
अभी 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 सुनाएंगे।
अभी नहीं है सर,
अभी
घर
आपके
पे
पास
है.
ठीक है। अब फ्लूट मेरे पास पड़ी है, मैं सुना सकता हूँ, बट मैं इतना मतलब आई एम नॉट दैट एक्सपर्ट ऑन दैट। सॉरी, सॉरी, आई एम सॉरी। सो तो थोड़ी देर में सुनाते हैं, है ना? ओके। सो योगेश, we were talking about your hobbies and gymming there, right? So you played flute. So any books that you will refer for cat?
To be
He's
very
asking.
honest, when I started preparation, I just bought अरुण शर्मा books. और सर
Right.
मेरी ना अभी वो नई की नई पढ़ी है, मैंने एक भी पेज उसमें से नहीं पढ़ा अरुण शर्मा की बुक में से, बिकॉज यू bombarded us with all the questions, bonus sheets, extra sheets, तो
Uh, uh,
वही करने का टाइम नहीं मिला. तो अरुण
hmm.
शर्मा is a good book, but I
Right.
haven't studied it, so I won't be able to comment.
So, guys, would like to show you this bubbly chubbly guy. You know, this is ये कब की फोटो है बेटा ये?
सर ये कॉलेज की है. आई ऑर्गेनाइज्ड एन इवेंट, द लोकल स्टोरीज. इट वाज अ स्टोरी टेलिंग इवेंट.
ओके, स्टोरी टेलिंग इवेंट। ओके, गुड। इसमें तुम्हारा आई थिंक नो तुमने माइक पकड़ा हुआ है और कुछ तुम कहानी सुना रहे हो लोगों को। एंड व्हाट अबाउट दिस?
सर ये अभी few months back हैदराबाद में there was a open mic, so
ओके।
I performed a poetry there.
Arey, wow, wow, that's nice, that's nice. So I am very sure the IIM which you will be joining, right? That IIM is also, will be enjoying. Students there will enjoy your, this thing. Good. Okay, this is in this mood. So this is finally, good to see your, pics there, right? तो मैं आपके जो कामयाबी है उसके लिए थोड़ी सी फ्लूट बजाना चाहूंगा, right? Right. So because Yogesh, you are not only an a proud and inspiration for the people around you in your city, in your town, but you shall be a great a source of inspiration for many in this country, because there are many students who in many similar towns, they think of doing big but they are not able to do because they don't have role models. So I wish you all the very best, and I wish you all the very best for IIM Ahmedabad call. So good luck
Thank you.
and thank you very much. And before we leave, any message for the cat aspirants?
So for those who are preparing for CAT, my message would be get a right guru, because right mentorship is the most necessary thing. पढ़ाई तो सभी कर ही लेंगे.
राइट, चलिए, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर दीज वर्ड्स। एंड जो लोग भी कैट की तैयारी कर रहे हैं, अगर आप कंसिस्टेंटली और पूरी शिद्दत के साथ तैयारी करते हैं तो डेफिनेटली वन डे यू विल बी एबल टू मेक इट। एंड मिस्टर योगेश हैज got a good call, and we hope that he should get into a good college. Thank you very much for joining us tonight in Yogesh Swami. One more one-to-one session planned just after this is with Mr. Naman, who scored 99.37 in Snap examination. So please do join in the another link on the for the inspirational story of the boy from Patiala, Mr. Naman Bansal, right, who couldn't make big in CAT, but finally he cracked this particular exam big way. Thank you very much, guys, for joining here, and wish you all the very best for your exam preparation. And all those who want to be part of SoGo 100, we are open. The admission is open. 5:30 to 7:30 is the timing, and rest you can see it in the intro video that contain all the information, and you can talk to any of my previous student about how the classes are conducted. Thank you very much. Bye bye, and wish you good luck, Yogesh.
Thank you, sir.